U.S. Holocaust Museum removes anti-genocide post amid Gaza atrocities. Live. Turkiye vs Spain. World Cup 2026 qualifier. How India is weaponizing immigration control to silence its diaspora. Max Verstappen wins F1 Italian Grand Prix at Monza. UK police arrest almost 900 protesters at pro-Palestine action rally. Summertime. America's Perón. 7 Sunday reads. Are humans watching animals too closely? Punjab floods live. Punjab witnesses worst floods in decades. Ravi. Beas. Sutlej Overflow. N18G. Punjab floods live. Over 40 dead in worst floods in Punjab since 1988. Ravi. Beas. Sutlej Overflow. U.S. economic crisis live. Stagflation and recession risks in U.S. amid Trump tariffs, Palki Sharma. Israel. Drone from Houthi-run Yemen hits Ramon airport. Flights halted. First post, N18G. Live. Canada's report designates Khalistani outfits as terrorist entities. India-Canada ties improve. Fury as daycare worker who battered one-year-old boy is released by judge. When the conjoined Hensel twins decided to have a baby, there were obstacles. Tom Leonard explores their complicated union with husband Joshua Bowling. The Royal Opera House is accused of betrayal by Ukraine after allowing Russian soprano Anna Netrebko to perform on its world-famous stage. Influencer Becca Bloom makes embarrassing gaffe on her invitations to lavish Lake Como wedding. Liberal media accused of covering up Ukrainian girl's brutal murder in Demled City as video explodes online. Phillies fans describe viral confrontation over baseball. Israeli forces bomb high-rise building in Gaza City. Russian airstrike hits government building in Kyiv. Trump targets Chicago in Apocalypse Now-inspired post. Sec. Scott Bessent says tariffs are not a tax on the American people. The new math of quantum cryptography. Psychological tricks can get AI to break the rules. Trump-era task force exposes widespread anti-Christian bias under Biden administration. Nearly 500 illegal workers arrested at Hyundai-linked EV plant in Georgia in record federal raid. Biden's presidential library faces fundraising hurdles amid Democratic division. Jasmine Crockett defends crime linked to poverty. Draws criticism. Trump signs executive order to strengthen U.S. response to hostage takers. Bethel's first ton sets up record England win over SA. Bethel and Archer star as England beats South Africa by record margin. McIlroy wins Irish Open in dramatic playoff. Undersea cables cut in Red Sea. Internet disrupted in Asia and Mid-East. Houthi drone from Yemen hit near southern airport, halting flights. Israel says. Hundreds arrested at London protests supporting banned group Palestine Action. Argentina's largest province holds elections in a political test for President Milei. Pope Leo XIV declares teen computer whiz Carlo Acutis the first millennial saint. A long-standing tax on wealth is a central issue as prosperous Norway votes in a close election. Sweden's plans to mine rare earth minerals could ruin the lives of indigenous Sami reindeer herders. They dug for decades for Colombia's disappeared, and now they are a national symbol. Postal traffic to U.S. drops more than 80% after trade exemption rule ends. UN agency says. Colombia's lone Amazon port faces drying river and rising tensions with Peru. South Korea says it has reached a deal with the U.S. for the release of workers in a Georgia plant. The silent killer increases your risk of stroke and dementia. Here's how to control it. Are you a grandparent-to-be? Here's some advice from those who came before you. Jeffrey Wright calls Batman casting critics F. racist and stupid in heated response. Knife-wielding man slashes NYPD officer in face with 14-inch blade. Police shoot him dead in pursuit. Serial killer claims he murdered 26 women as new documentary reveals dark secrets. Trump arrives at US Open for men's singles final between Jannik Sinner and Carlos Alcaraz. RFK Jr. accuses Biden admin of putting speed over safety in migrant child cases. Mexico accepts return of man deported to South Sudan from U.S. Dozens of people killed in assault on village in Nigeria's Borno state. 5 people dead as rescue boat overturns in Pakistan floods. Why is UK PM Keir Starmer in trouble a year after landslide election win? Portugal remembers Jota as Ronaldo leads way in World Cup win in Armenia. Trump's crypto dealings now have the perfect cover. US adversaries strengthen their bond. What Lizette model saw in jazz. The power of not caring. The first millennial saint. The man who taught Hollywood how to dress. Why this administration can't fill its jobs. America surrenders in the global information wars. Tesla wants out of the car business. A massive vaccine experiment. European Union fines Google nearly $3.5 billion in ad tech antitrust case. UK Deputy Prime Minister resigns over property taxes. Putin says foreign troops deployed to Ukraine before any peace deal would be legitimate targets. Israeli military says it controls 40% of Gaza City amid worsening bombardment. Legendary fashion designer Giorgio Armani dead at 91. Vatican City Mass live. Pope Leo holds Sunday Mass with LGBTQ Catholic community. Vatican Jubilee. Nirmala Sitharaman live. Finance Minister lashes out at Peter Navarro over Russian oil imports. Trump live. Afghanistan safer than Chicago. President Donald Trump's claim during Rose Garden speech. Serious human rights abuses continue in Iran. Labour set to close all asylum seeker hotels in bid to appear tougher on immigration with migrants to be moved to military barracks. Boris Johnson and Nigel Farage must unite to crush Labour for the good of the country, says Nadine Dorries. Any regrets? Keir. One day after PM hits the reshuffle panic button. Key ministers already on the back foot. 2 children found dead in Melbourne in suspected linked attack. Police return 5-year-old who wandered to Chick-fil-A. Police find man secretly lived in condo crawl space. Rep. Smith blasts Trump's Department of War rebrand. Carlo Acutis to be canonized as first millennial saint. Meraki espresso machine review. Fine grind. Loose fit. How to watch Apple's iPhone 17 announcement. And what to expect. Real estate speculators are swooping in to buy disaster-hit homes. Trump might send troops to Portland next. Trump admin moves to crack down on prison crime by lifting ban on cell phone jamming. 2 teens charged as adults in killing of congressional intern. 1 suspect still on the run. Leaked letter reveals France preparing hospitals for possible war by 2026. Leaked memo suggests Biden outsourced pardon power to Kamala Harris. Dixon denies Bears to steer Somerset to finals day. England fumble Trump card to offer hope to rivals. They won, but have turgid England regressed under Tuchel? Pilot and influencer Ethan Guo released from Antarctic airbase after 2 months. LGBTQ plus Catholics make Holy Year pilgrimage to Rome. Secret audios. Dramatic leaks. Spying claims. A bribery scandal engulfs Argentina's Milei. Cameroon separatists claim deadly roadside attack that killed 7 soldiers. Parade for a Living Goddess kicks off Nepal festival season. Reform UK is on the rise. Leader Nigel Farage hopes the Trump playbook can propel him to power. Hundreds pay last respects to Italian fashion icon Giorgio Armani. Iran paves over mass grave of 1979 revolution victims, turning it into a parking lot. Jim Jarmusch's father, mother, sister, brother wins top prize at Venice Film Festival. ICE arrests at a Georgia Hyundai plant create new tension with South Korea. Davy Johnson, who won 2 World Series with Orioles, managed Mets to title, dies at 82. Ken Dryden, Hall of Fame goalie for the Montreal Canadiens, dies at age 78. Opinion: Susan Stamberg, trailblazer and NPR founding mother, retires. Nazi officer's daughter charged after stolen World War II painting spotted in real estate listing. Kennedy Center's pro-faith shift reflects a new day in America, conservative leaders say. Florida State honors Ethan Pritchard, who was shot in head during game versus East Texas A&M. Texas Arch Manning laments sloppy play in 5-touchdown performance. Rich Eisen goes viral for apparent political joke after Harrison Butker's missed extra point.